know.
Just the mention of his name, they start booing, Skip. No matter, we were like, whatever you say, they should have suspended the Deflategate. We're so far removed from that, and we're so far removed from Zeke being suspended. But for whatever reason, Commissioner goes anywhere, they start booing. Tom Brady goes anywhere. Skip, I was at the, when they had the 100th anniversary.
Yep.
And then, boy, I'm like, well, damn, this supposed to be a compilation. These are the 100 greatest players that's ever played. Nobody should get booed.
The one in San Francisco, right?
Yeah. I'm like, how y'all booing?
Yeah.
What y'all booing? First of all, what you booing for? So I didn't get that, Skip. But look, Brady had to be there. Skip, I don't know if we'll ever see this again. Two guys, normally, if you're coming in the same draft class, you're linked together. Like Peyton Manning and what's the guy that went second, Skip, with the San Diego?
Oh, Ryan Lee.
Ryan Lee. Yeah. Skip, we get that. Marino and Elway, because they were the same draft class. Jim Kelly, they're the same draft class.
Yep.
But we've never seen anything like this, Skip. Two quarterbacks, different teams, that's linked, that's joined. It's Bird Magic. That's what it is, Skip. Can you imagine Bird not being there for Magic, Magic not being there for Bird? Even though they retired apart, Magic tried to petition so they could go in together, and Commissioner Stern said, no, you got to wait your 5 years. Wouldn't let them go in together. But I think I can't imagine Tom not being there, because it's only fitting, Skip, the way they play, and they used to play twice a year because they were in the same division before they reconfigured the league.
Yep.
And then, Skip, what made Bird Magic? It wasn't the regular season, it was the playoffs. They were playing for the ultimate prize. These guys, 5 times they met in the playoffs, trying to keep the other from getting the ultimate prize. They played 5 times. Manning won the last 3 AFC Championship games. Brady got off to the great start. Brady has an 11-6 record against him over the 17 games. But, Skip, they're linked. I've never seen anything like that. I don't know 2 other players that are linked like these 2 players are linked. You can't think of one without thinking of the other. And because of that, because of the great admiration and love that they have for one another, Peyton is always trying to outthink Belichick. Brady was trying to beat Peyton because he knows that's the standard of which quarterbacks are measured by. And if I want to be what I believe that I am, I'm going to need to beat that guy. And so for me, Skip, I thought it was I'm not shocked at all. As a matter of fact, I would have been more shocked had Tom Brady not shown up for this great.
Really?
Yes, I would have been shocked, Skip. And, Peyton going to get a couple of jokes in saying 35 in his first year when he's eligible, but he'll release it on IG.
Wait, that means that Tom will play until the year 2030 when he would be 53 years of age. That would be your worst nightmare, right?
Yeah. So for me, Skip, I'm not surprised. And then Eli got it on the action, Skip.
He did.
Eli said, Tommy, I'm going to say you'll see for mine, too. So it was great, Skip, but I'm not surprised that Tom Brady showed up. I'm just surprised that why y'all booing? It's not like y'all had a chance to get Tom when he was a free agent, or there's some kind of ride between Cleveland and New England or Cleveland and Tampa. I don't get that, but I'm not surprised that Tom showed up for Brady.
As usual, I see this completely upside down from you, yet you are the Hall of Famer sitting at this desk right now, so you have been to many of these ceremonies and you know what it is about.
Yes.
My problem is this. I don't see Tom Brady and Peyton as equal rivals like I saw Magic, Bird, Magic. They went back and forth and back and forth. Obviously, Tom is now 7 Super Bowls to Peyton's 2 Super Bowls.
Right.
And yet the glaring irony here is that what had to eat at Peyton a little bit on, what was it, last night, on Sunday night. I was thinking, I get the 2 ceremonies confused, Saturday and Sunday, since there were 2 of them. But what had to eat at Peyton a little bit last night, he's only a year and 5 months older than the guy sitting in the crowd who's still playing for a team that many people think is going to win another Super Bowl, right? Right. So Peyton has to say, God, how does he get so lucky? He's still going.
Well, man, luck has to do something with it. God blessed him with it. Because I believe Peyton, had Peyton not had that neck injury, Skip, I believe Peyton would have probably played 2 or 3 more years.
All right, before I launch on what I'm going to say about Tom Brady, I want to emphasize to everybody watching that nobody has defended Brady more than I have. I think you would agree with that. And I am his biggest fan and supporter.
Right.
But I was surprised that he went. Obviously, there is huge respect back and forth between those two. But I do think you could have made a case for Tom Brady staying at Tampa training camp and letting Peyton have his moment unto himself without trying to share any portion of that stage with him. It's a fine line between I'm here to support you or I'm here to take away some of your shine because I'm still Tom Brady and I'm the defending Super Bowl champ, right? And Tom delighted in being there because I believe that Tom is finally in the mode of, I'm going to enjoy this.
Yes.
I'm going to celebrate the spoils of victory in ways that I never was able to under Coach Belichick in New England. And you have made that case.
And that might be the only reason he was there.
Okay, well, okay, am I right about that? Tom wants to just bask in the glory of it because what current player belongs in the Hall of Fame more than Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., right? He does, and he knows it. So I think he wanted to experience just a little taste of what that night is like because you know, you've gone to many of these nights, so you know, and you've stood at that podium and accepted that award. So you know exactly what he doesn't know. He'd never been to one to my knowledge.
I think, Skip, also, I think the biggest thing is what I'm seeing, and I could be wrong, Tom Brady is finally enjoying the journey.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
For the first 20 years, it was always the destination.
Absolutely.
But now,
yes.
Man, the process, I got to enjoy this.
Right. But if you could ever make a case for waiving the 5-year rule and just putting somebody straight into the Hall of Fame the year after they retire?
I believe they should do that. They do that in hockey.
I know.
Like Gretzky, retired, they put him in. Messier retired, they put him in.
Well, Tom Brady shouldn't have to wait 5 years, right? Just put him in. Because does anybody have any doubt about it? No, nobody has any doubt. So the point was that he enjoyed being there, but I think to your original point, it backfired a little bit because I got to tell you, I was also shocked he got loudly booed. And I know some of it's like good nature because a lot of people were there to support Peyton. So if you...
Peyton fans are going to always boo Tom.
They're going to boo Tom. And so it's funny. Peyton was going to make a joke about Tom, and he said, my good friend Tom Brady, and he said it sarcastically because he's about to make a joke. And then, to Peyton's credit, he has enough comic timing that he just dead stopped and let everybody boo and then started up the joke again because you have to wait. You don't want to get drowned out or drowned out by the boos.
Then people won't hear the joke in the punchline.
That is correct. So in the end, I think it stung Brady a little bit that he got booed that loudly, and he kind of turned around and acknowledged and fired
back. What did I do wrong?
Yeah, what did I do wrong?
Nothing.
Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Do I think it eats at Tom a little bit that Peyton was always a little more popular than Tom? I think it does. It does. And one big reason that I believe Peyton was more popular is that Peyton showed on Saturday Night Live, what, a couple times, 2 or 3 times, that he's naturally funny.
He is.
Right? He can do comic timing. He can do skits. He can deliver jokes. Right?
And the thing with Peyton, Skip, we know how meticulous he is. We know how much film he watched. It's hard for us to say anybody watched more film than Peyton Manning. But he always found a way to lighten the mood. It was like Tom was studying, and it was just like always just straight ahead.
Correct.
He wasn't funny. He had it was just like football, 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 win, win, win. And Peyton like, you know what? I'm going to study, but I'm going to have some fun along this thing. So now people are getting an opportunity to see a different side of Tom, and I think they're starting to like that side of Tom.
Maybe a little bit, but they're still not ready to not boo him, right?
Skip, it's 1 year, you can't undo 20 years in 1 year. And Peyton, this is what we've seen from Peyton. This has been Peyton basically his whole career. We see him mic'd up, and he's talking about it. Hey, did you make this Gatorade? This is some good stuff right here. You know, so we've heard bits and pieces. I don't know if we've ever heard Tom mic'd up where it was exclusively. Yeah, he's mic'd up and he's like, and getting fired up and things of that nature. But Peyton has always shown us a side of him that Tom has guarded, that have kept very close to the vest. But now...
Because it was the Patriot way.
Correct. Okay. But since he's been removed from that... He let his hair down. And I like it. I like it. And I told you, Skip, we talked about this before we went on break, is that I'm upset that it took 20 years and that he was up under Coach Belichick and the way they did business, that we didn't get an opportunity to see Tom Brady because I
totally
believe
agree.
because everybody talks about, man, Tom's a funny guy. He likes to play, he likes to have a good time.
Yeah.
But we never saw that.
We never saw it.
Now we're starting to see.
So what was Peyton's the object of his shot? It was about Instagram because Brady is taking over Instagram.
Yes.
I mean, he's almost LeBron-esque on Instagram,
yes.
and Peyton is not an Instagram kind of guy.